Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today we're going to be executing part 3 of the Muir Woods Redwood Coastal Tour. So we're going to be getting the rock and the 3 things that I collected, put into some plantings that already exist, and then we're going to be getting to our little mini greenhouse, which is tree in a kit, which is a giant sequoia. And I'm going to forego the 2-day soak of the seeds here, these pines and redwoods, because I really don't think it's necessary. I'm in no rush, and I've had success with both. So I'm just going to go right to planting these. I've freed up this pot, which I think will provide a nice surface. It's got a deep base, but nothing where when we're going to turn them into pre-bonsais, where we're going to have, a deep feeder root all the way down. So I think this is a good one as a starter pot. I'm going to get it filled with some bonsai soil, and we're going to get started. That's all coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. So over here I have my prized redwood. I told you in a previous video how much larger it was than the other ones. Just to give you an example, there it is. And there's the one from the second video that I showed you. So boom to boom. Both germinated December 1st, 2018. Man, the chickens are rowdy down there today. That usually means they're laying. And then here's a nice little forest grouping of 3. So I think what I've decided is my bear, my California bear, made out of wood, is gonna hang out. Let's have him, facing out like that. Cool. Facing northeast. Right, I like that spot. So, for my little Yamadori collecting Buddha, I got a little special tree, personal favorite of Bonsai Rebellion, my buddy in Germany. Yep, that's right. It's going in the Zelkova, Japanese Zelkova, in a duck pot. My buddy, he's probably gonna watch this and laugh his ass off, but he's always busting my chops about this duck pot, how he's gonna steal it, how manly it is, you name it. So now I got the portly Buddha on guard. As you see, I trimmed it maybe a week ago for a video, maybe 2 weeks, and it's already generating its new growth. All right, that looks cool in there, in my opinion. One, I've got the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkeys, and they're gonna hang out with my 3 lemon scented gum trees over here. Pruned them up, about a week ago, and they're already kicking off new buds. Oh man, that's my favorite part. Other than when a tree germinates, right? Like its first sign of popping out of the soil. That is my absolute favorite. But second to that is when you prune something down and you're holding your breath. Oh my gosh, is it gonna work? And then it does. So cool. All right, so there they are, checking out the yard right next to the 3 meerkats in the Bobab forest. So those are some young trees, also germinated 12/1/2018, but they smell amazing already. And even though they're little twigs, hopefully we get them to thicken up over the watchful eye of these monkeys. Well, at least 2 of the 3. All right, y'all. So I'm just filling this pot. It's pre-watered, so it's damp, between damp and wet, not soaking. Okay, and it's a low moisture control topsoil mixed with about 25% perlite and/or vermiculite. I have some Osmocote 6-month seed pellets, fertilizer pellets in there, and that's just a slow release, no burn fertilizer. I like to have that in. And then there's a little bit of sand and some sphagnum peat moss worked in there as well. And this is always recycled soil. I'll add fresh to it. I'll get bags of perlite and other stuff and add as it's needed. But going season to season, especially with my fruits and vegetables, I container them, I can recycle the soil. And I feel like you know, having a mixture of things grow in your soil is really good for it. It doesn't just drain the nutrients. I've had success with it. Additionally, what I do is anytime a tree dies or it's the end of a season on an annual, I'll take that soil with the roots and recycle it and work it in there, because I think that the roots actually work as a natural mulch and what's the word I'm looking for? Compost. So it continuously releases nutrients. Like these little fine roots, you know, they'll break down over time, and I think it adds to a planting. It adds to the nutrients, the naturalness of the soil, because you're taking it out of the wild and you're putting it in a pot. So you want that decomposition that they normally get from different leaves and things as the seasons go. So I don't know, I haven't heard much about that, but that's what I've had success with in my fruits and vegetables. That's where I heard of doing that, putting compost at the base of your soil before you even plant your plant, and then the twigs and the leaves and the grass and stuff, the different roots, that stuff breaks down and continuously feeds your plant from below. So I'm taking the fruit and vegetable concept and I'm applying it to bonsai and trees. All right, I think that's high enough. After we put our seeds down, I'll go ahead and top dress it, and that'll bring us about to the top of the pot. Any little twigs that I come across, I'm pulling out, because sometimes when you get those bags of the peat moss and things like that, the mulch, you just get some extra twigs because they're trying to fill out the bag. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for your plants, especially seeds. You get it under a piece of wood, it'll never see sun and it'll never grow. All right. Grow it yourself giant sequoia instruction guide. So here's how to do it. Growing a tree from seed is fun and easy. So easy, even our pet tree wolf Sequoia can do it. Just following along with the Sequoia as these simple instructions lead you step by step through the amazing process of germinating your seed and growing your tree. You can start this kit anytime, but it's usually easiest to grow in harmony with the natural cycle of the seasons. So we recommend starting in springtime. Enjoy. Well, typical jarhead bonsai, I'm starting in fall. Okay, so first step. Remove the clear cap from your mini greenhouse and empty the bag of soil into the bottom. Next, gently add water until the soil is well saturated. Time to sow your seeds. Carefully open your little bags of seeds. Pour all of your seeds into the center of the mini greenhouse, right on top of the wet soil. Sowing multiple seeds gives you a greater chance for success. All right, now open your pouch with the little white pebbles. As we know, that is perlite. I think it's interesting they do the soil separate from the perlite rather than mixed up. Pour the pebbles evenly over the seeds and soil, then replace the top cap of your mini greenhouse. Let's see, so now you're ready to play a little trick on your seeds and imitating nature in a process called cold stratification. Place your mini greenhouse into the refrigerator and leave it there for 20 days. Time in the cold, damp environment of the fridge provides a kind of winter for your seeds, which prepares them for germination. After 20 days, remove the mini greenhouse from the refrigerator and place it near a sunny window or in some other warm place. The rapid transition from cold to warm environment gives the seed a change of weather that breaks their dormancy. To your seeds, warmth and humidity are springtime invitations to wake up and grow. Well, I'll be imitating that after I take it out of the fridge. I will be putting it downstairs in the basement greenhouse on a seed mat for warmth and under nice grow lights. Okay, step number 9. Now sit back and enjoy watching the life of your tree begin. Water is needed to keep your trees moist but not soggy, and in 15 to 45 days germination will occur. If you're fortunate enough to have multiple sprouts, gently remove the smaller sprouts, transplanting them to smaller pots. Newly sprouted trees should be kept in moderate temperature, given plenty of gentle light, and allowed to dry out somewhat between waterings. When your tree reaches about an inch tall, remove the top cap of its mini greenhouse for ventilation. I probably wouldn't mess with the newly germinated seedlings. I haven't had good success with any species doing that. Okay, number 10. Once your tree grows to the top of its mini greenhouse, it's time to transplant it to a larger container. For best results, use well-draining potting soil, a 2 to 10 gallon container. It's a big difference. A time-release fertilizer such as Osmocote, my personal favorite. Okay. Number 11, nurture your tree as it grows. Keep it in a sunny location, protect it from extreme temperature, and water it only when the soil looks and feels almost completely dry. A happy tree can grow more than 1 foot for each year. Number 12, when your tree outgrows its container, it's ready for a permanent place in the landscape. Select a sunny location with good drainage, at least 12 feet from the building, power lines, and other trees. Use fertilizer when transplanting. Number 13, enjoy your tree, a loyal friend for life. And you got a little tree wolf sitting there playing an acoustic guitar. Future old growth, 100% guaranteed, John Steen Company. All right. All right, y'all, so here we go. Looks like we could do steps 1 through 7 today with our little greenhouse here. So we're going to follow it step by step since they say it is 100% guaranteed. So number 1, first remove the clear top cap from your mini greenhouse and empty the bag of soil into the bottom. So here's the seeds. Looks like there are 2, 4, 6, 8 of them in here. 8's a lucky number in Japanese and Chinese folklore, so I'm cool with that. Space in my memory while I was filming, so I can't redo that process. I sprinkled the seeds in there. After I watered it, I put the perlite on top, and now I'm sealing it up, and it's going in the fridge ski. This is like the designated seed cabinet. I have peach seeds and apple seeds in there right now. They're about a week from being ready. And so we'll do those like that. Now with the seeds that I just gathered, I am going to pop them in that pot and just leave them outside for the winter, and they'll grow in spring on their own. So that's what I'm going to do now. You can see it's a beautiful day here at the ranch. I think this is where we're going to end with a little seed update from those 2,000 plus seeds that I planted from Europe. Since our last update, there's been a lot of progress. You see what I think is a cigar tree coming up here. And then look at these red trunks on what I believe are some sort of variety of juniper. So cool. Lots and lots. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 of those. That's sweet. And then with our wisteria, we actually have some European maples of some variety popping up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those and 1 wisteria. So altogether 22 trees germinated, so I'm pretty psyched. I'm thinking that the majority, these maples and some of the other evergreens and stuff, are going to overwinter, and then we'll see them pop up next spring. So that's what I'm doing with the rest of these pots. I haven't seen any action otherwise, and the one that I just planted. All right, so that's going to do it for Jarhead Bonsai, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.